All right, what's up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity, and we are entering day 3. So day 3 is the most important day on your account. It is the day that you can make the most progression, and going forward from this point, this is where the more time you put into your account during the next 3-day period is the better your account's going to be after, um, I don't know, a little bit after the first week. So the more time you put in from today until day 10 is basically the progression period for your account. This is where you can take full advantage and get as far as possible. So for day 3 login, you're going to end up getting the free attack set. So with getting that free attack set, you're going to be able to gear up your Spectre Sebria and make her much stronger. So you are also going to want to promote a 6-star hero. Let me see if I can do that real quick to get into the guide. I'm going to do my 10 summons. So today there's probably going to be possibly 3 different videos. I'm going to cover as much as I can, but I don't want to make one super long video covering too much, so you guys don't feel like you have to sit through an hour-long video. You can watch this, do what I say, watch the next video. One of them is probably going to be a tier list over what characters are good. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure to claim all your day 3 stuff so you get that free attack set, and then you're going to claim this stuff here. So let me do an overview of what we've done so far. So yesterday, it was just clearing. You're basically trying to reach level 25 on day 2, and once you reach level 25, you are going to be able to get pets. So I did upload a pet guide last night, what pet you should focus on getting first. If you don't get that pet and you don't get the skills, just use whatever pet you want. But yeah, once you hit level 25 is when you're going to really get to the progression point of the game. So I do not have any of that, so let me check her. Let's see if we can promote her just real quick. We cannot promote her just yet. We're super close. So once you promote her, you're going to get this free attack set. Put this free attack set on Stenny, all 6 pieces. The set that you get for the daily login, actually, do not put that on her yet. You're going to end up putting that on a Wyvern unit. I'm probably going to put it on Terranor Guard, but we'll go over that later. But the biggest thing is, if you followed yesterday's pet guide, keep doing that until you get enough Stigma to buy the things to put into getting Terry to 6-star, and then take that gear from Adventurous Path, put it on that, and then you're going to continue to push Adventurous Path today. One thing too is with the summons, if you are still summoning on Tamarin, you should still be summoning on Tamarin on story summon. So I am 77 from pity, but we have 37 bookmarks now from our login events. Once you get characters to 6-star, it's as important as possible to try to 6-star 3 characters today, because you'll unlock 3 different challenges. So doing those challenges, you'll get an extra 45 bookmarks. Like I said, you should be focusing on using only the free bookmarks the game gives you for now and saving all Skystones. If you don't do that, if you did spend some Skystones, it's fine. You just will have less for later. So we're going to do our summons for Tamarin real quick. See if we get lucky. I kind of am hoping I pity her, just to show you guys that it's fine to pity her. But usually that doesn't happen when you're doing guides. This is a mage, it cannot be her. Carrot's really good. But yeah, I'll probably be doing a tier list today so that you guys can see what characters are good for. It's going to be a tier list specifically for new players. Furious is really good for Wyvern. So he's probably going to end up being the replacement for Mui if you do not have Mui. Overall, we still have not got her, so that is fine. Lena, another new character. Okay, so fill the hero journal, so that's going to give us more bookmarks, actually, so we can do a few more summons. So there's going to be a bunch of ways you get summons, and if you don't spin your Skystones, as you keep summoning on Tamarin, the more summons you do, you're going to end up getting duplicates, which is going to let you get triple S on your 3-star characters, which is going to unlock way more bookmarks. I should have just did a 10 summon, I messed up. Now I have to do all single summons, I think. Yeah, I have to do all single summons. Sorry, I should have did a 10 summon. This is going to kind of stretch out the video a little bit. I'll try to summon really quickly. But there is a lot to go over today. Like I said, this part will probably be around 30 minutes. There's another 3-star. But getting characters right now, the more 3-star characters you get, the better. Because that's just going to end up being more bookmarks potential for once you summon a little bit longer. I have not got a 5-star yet. I'm sure most of you guys have probably got a 5-star by this point from this. Just some random. If any of you got an ML 5-star from the free summons by day 3, that is huge. So congrats. But I'm getting all new stuff. I would prefer to get more duplicates. Yeah. Because I'm going to have to... I might have to upgrade my hero inventory space. There are so many 3-stars in this game now. It's insane. But yeah, the more characters you get, the better. Versus getting 3-star artifacts. Because these 2-star artifacts are just going to sell. So it's not really a big deal. Yeah, no 5-star characters yet on this account. That's kind of wild. I'm getting pretty unlucky, which is a good thing in terms of the guide. So first thing that you should be doing on day 3 is the entire time you're playing over the next few days. So this is going to be the guide going into the most efficient way to 6-star characters. There are going to be 2 methods. I'm going to show the lazy method, which is the method I'm going to do because it is just, I mean, it's just, you get enough materials, it's fine. If you want to be super min-max, I'll show the other method. I don't know the math behind it. There are other videos you can search up, the other videos, and kind of get the exact math on it, see if it's worth doing. But for me personally, it's just a lot of work. It's better to spend your time doing other stuff at the beginning of an account than worrying about being super efficient, in my opinion, but that's up to you. So I'm going to be throwing this team in. We're going to be using the pet. If you don't have the pet, go watch the last video uploaded, and we're going to hit start. And I farmed the same stage because the stage can drop epic catalyst, which is really good. So we just have that running in the background at all times. So next up, once that is done, also, if you have not joined a guild, a link to this Discord will be down below. It's like 2 videos ago, we talked about joining guilds. So with the guild, I'm going to go ahead and we will get you in a guild if you need a guild. So let me buy the XP buff. Those are most important. And then we'll buy these. So we want to have constant buffs going max for everybody within all of the guilds. Make sure we donate every day. So if you are not in a guild yet, make sure to join the Discord. I only let people that are in the Discord into the guild because it's a community game. That's part of the enjoyment of the game, is meeting other people who are also playing. Whenever you get gear or good characters or something, you have people to share it with. It adds to the excitement, makes the game more fun. So join the Discord for that. And yeah, so now this is going to be how you're most efficiently farming for 6-star characters, is just running this in the background at all times. Next up, for the next 3 days, this is why I'm saying this is the most important time to farm. I will show you, if you buy this 50% EXP booster for 3 days, it is the most value because it's 300 versus buying 1 day for 150. So if you're not going to be able to play a ton and you know it, do not buy this. But if you are going to be making serious account progression, this will give you 50% more stigma, basically, for a 3-day period. So I'm going to buy this because I'm going to be farming like crazy for the guide. So with that being bought, we are now getting the absolute max that we possibly can for Stigma. And then there is consumable items. This is also going to give a 1 day. I believe you can claim this as well. So looking at this, we have 120 EXP. I will test it right now to let you know. So 120 EXP, we're going to claim this and see if it boosts. It does not boost, it looks like. So do not claim that item. You can use this item instead of buying the 300 sky stones for the first day. So I did just make a mistake right there. It was something that I needed to test. This way you guys will not have to worry about testing it. Let me just go into a menu and make sure once I go back to main screen it doesn't change. Okay, so see, it does not change. Let's see if it added 4 days of it, EXP booster. So if I didn't really make a mistake, this just gives you 4 days of the 50% EXP boost. So if you did do what I just did, it's fine. It gives 4 days instead of 3. So not a big deal. Now we know we have 4 days of getting the maximum EXP we can get. There are EXP artifacts that you can put on one of your damage dealers that will give you an extra 15. So overall, I think the max you can get is 135. It would be the max. It won't show 135 here, but with the artifact, you'll have 135. So now that we know that we have the max amount going within that, we can go ahead and... I should have checked this before. If this says... Okay, real quick. If this says 120% before you use that item, do not use the item because you are getting the new hero thing. Actually, I think... we're on AP buff day. So you get an extra 30% for AP buff day. So this is going to be a little bit off. I will just say, I forgot that I see all this stuff. It is AP buff day. It's a buff event. So this is what I did on my other account though. I bought this and made sure this was up. So just make sure you have the highest number of EXP up there as possible. If you see this number is already really high, maybe wait till the next day before you start these. Because the day is, but I know most of you that are watching this is gonna be later and it probably won't be AP buff day. But I don't know, that part's a little confusing, but just make sure that this is the highest number you can get and then just continually farm unrecorded history. So that was a little sloppy part of the guide. I'm sorry. I just woke up and I wanted to get this out because people are asking what do I do next. So trying to rush a little bit, which I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. I want to help people out as much as possible. So get to that point, and then from there you are going to, as that's going, it's going to open up urgent missions. Do these every single time you see them, no matter which one it is. Always do them, because you're going to be stockpiling. They give good rewards for most of them, and you're going to be stockpiling up on that currency. So urgent missions, clear all that you can while that's popping up. And then next up, one thing I want to cover is going to be Grace of Growth. Let me talk about this because people have been asking about it because it unlocked. Grace of Growth, do not worry about touching it yet until you get Cigarette from the Wyvern challenges. So once you get Cigarette from the Wyvern challenges, we are going to get that pretty soon just to get it going. But don't worry about putting a character in your Grace of Growth until we get Cigarette. It's just the most efficient way to get into Wyvern quickly. So once you get Cigarette, you'll throw her in here. You want to do all these challenges, and you'll get a free 6-star character out of it that you can change every so many days if you wanted to. There's a couple extra bookmarks that gives us 2 more Tamarin summons. But from there, the next thing that you're going to want to do is go into your Recruit tab, and you want to go to Specialty Change. So with Specialty Changes, you're going to want to have 2 of these going at all times. So depending on which characters you have, you're going to end up wanting to do Falconer Clary, Adventurer Raz. The problem with Adventurer Raz is you can't finish him until you clear 2 10-10. So you might not want to start Adventurer Raz right away. The 2 characters that I would start right away, it's going to be Falconer Clary. You're going to want her guaranteed. So let's just go ahead and get her started. And the thing with this is when you're working on them, if it looks like you're not going to be able to finish it and another one comes up, you can postpone it, you can suspend it, and it keeps track of all the progress that you've done. So you start that one, and then the second one I'm going to start. Let me just go. Oh, you can't even do the specialty change till after. So Momo is a really good one to do too. So let's just go ahead and start Momo. So Momo is going to be a character that some of you have to use for Wyvern Front Tank if you didn't get Crozet or Rose. So let's just start her. You can use Angelica too, but Montmorency I think can be used in more situations because she adds more cleansing to your team. So let's just go ahead and do these 2. Just have them running at all times because you'll finish these different challenges as you're going. So eliminate 500 wild plants. You'll end up clearing some of that, clearing the 2 urgent missions. Like I said, do those every time they pop up. You'll end up finishing them. And then just kind of keep track of what you're doing with this. The most important specialty changes are going to be Falconer, Clary, Adventure, Raz. Carrot's pretty nice for PvP. And then Hazel, you're going to need for beating the stage 4 story. If you get Arrowwell, do hers as fast as possible. She is going to be a core PvP character, but that is going to be something to make sure you have going in the background. So next up, while this should be farming at all times in the background, you're gonna, if you enter a new challenge, it's going to end up canceling it. You're going to have to go restart it, which is kind of annoying, but the more, like I said, the more you keep this running in the background, the more account progression you're going to make over the period of time. So let me just get that restarted, move out of it. So next up is you're going to be doing Automaton Tower. So this unlocks once you clear 2, 2, 3. So I'm about to unlock it. You can just do the lowest difficulty of this. The problem with Automaton Tower is the higher difficulties give way better rewards, but you cannot unlock those rewards without beating the previous version of the tower. So I would just do it the moment it pops up. It'll give you a bunch of resources and things that you can just use right away. So go ahead and just do the lowest level of Automaton once it comes up, and then make sure you're doing your Abyss for the day. Like I said, when you're doing your Abyss, you can always trade in 3 leaves. So if I were to trade in 1 leaf, if I were to trade in 1 leaf, I can get an extra 20 bookmarks for Tamarin and get to floor 21 finished today, and I'll start with 22 tomorrow. So that is what I'll do. I'll make sure I get that. And then from there, the last thing is making sure you're going through this. So buy Breath of Orbis from Jordan Border Exchange. You're going to be, while it's farming unrecorded history, the most important thing to do is just push as far into story as you can. Your Tenebria should have a good gear on, and from there you can just keep pushing this as far as possible. You're going to end up 5-starring your Raz. If you have Tamarin, you'll have her in your team over Destina. And if your Raz starts dying, You can level up his helmet to give him more HP and his boots. These would be the first thing to level. You will end up getting some gear hopefully later today. I'm gonna make another video in probably a couple hours of progressing. And basically after I finish all that I tell you to work on now, I'll make another video on what to do from there. But for right now, just make sure you have your pet set up. Do your daily pet summon every day. And then 2 things I'm going to show real quick is 2 things you should do every single day. One is going into adventure. You can go, this is going to wait till you have gold to do this though. But the one thing you're going to do is go to stage 3-4 in adventure. You will need to do this every day for the rest of the time you play your account. If you remember. If you don't remember, it's not a big deal. But this is something that's going to add a lot of progress to you. So you come here to this vagrant merchant. And then you go ahead and he will sell charms. They will sell a different amount of charms every day. Some days he'll sell a ton, other days he will not sell any. But once you go to him, you can yield out, and since you bought them, you don't spend any stamina or anything, and you're able to buy some charms. Charms are the biggest gate in this game. So you go in there and do that. The second thing that you're going to do every single day is you're going to log in and go to one of the easiest one to go to is area 1. But I'm going to do, I think it's area 3. Yeah, it's area 3. So area 3, the Hoochie is right along the path. So you're going to come here and you're going to teleport and then you're going to go up to Hoochie, and it's going to be just like the one that we just did. Sometimes you'll have a battle, but if you have a battle, you just have to beat it and go through it. So once you get to Hoochie, you can do this 1 time per day. You buy anything in here that isn't a artifact basically, or these bookmarks. Sometimes he sells covenant bookmarks, he sells charms, he sells catalyst. Always buy whatever he has in here every single day, and then it's going to be the same as the other stage. You're going to come here, you're going to yield out. Well, I just froze. That was weird. Okay, we're going to yield out, and then it didn't use our labyrinth token entry, so we're able to get some charms without spending anything besides some gold. So make sure you do that every single day. And there is a Hoochie in every single labyrinth stage, so whichever one you want to go into, it doesn't matter. Just area 3, he's just right on the like road that you normally took. I'm not sure if I took the right or the same road on all of them. So this one I just knew would be the go-to easy one to get. So once you buy those 2, you are done with that part. That is, like I said, something you're gonna have to do every day. One thing that we are going to do real quick is also go and do wyverns. So one thing we want to get done is getting the hunt challenges unlocked. To unlock the hunt challenges, you have to beat up to a hunt 6 of any kind. So by using the team that we've been clearing story with, you will be able to just go into wyvern. Like I said, if you have pulled Tamarin already, stop summoning. You don't need to use any more summons. I know a lot of you are going to be on different points on your account. That's why I'm going to try to go over a kind of new player tier list today, because that's one that I can just do without the account progression parts being in. There's just be like a bonus video that'll probably be up. I'm gonna look if I can get that up within like the next 5-6 hours after this video. So we should be able to beat this. Taking a lot of damage, but it should beat it slowly. But this team clears pretty much everything you need to at the very beginning. We do want to 5-star Raz at least, and then 6-star Tyria, but 6-starring Tyria is more priority than 5-starring Raz, because if 5-star Raz is going to take you a little bit longer to 6-star Tyria. But once you 6-star Tyria, second 5-star should be Raz, and then from there, your second 6-star is going to be your front tank for Wyvern. And then you're going to Grace of Growth your Cigarette, so you're going to automatically have 2 6-stars for your Wyvern team. So the thing with hunts, I'm going to tell you guys right now, just in case you fall off and stop following the guide, you do not want to farm any kind of Wyvern below Wyvern 13. You can get to Wyvern 13 extremely quickly, and farming it versus farming Wyvern 11 or 12, you just get way worse, not way worse, but you get worse rewards for 11 or 12, and it's the same stamina cost, so you want to get to 13. Actually, it's not the same stamina cost. Okay, well, for 2 extra stamina, you get way better rewards, so... I thought that was always... They might have changed it. I don't know. A lot has changed since the beginning, or since I played. But either way, you don't want to farm lower hunt stages of any kind of hunt if you can avoid it, because you don't want to... You want to be as efficient as possible with your stamina, and you don't want to get junk T70 gear rewards. So hunt 11 and 12, I think, both drop T70 rewards, and you have to sell all of them. You can't do anything else with them. So now that that is done, we can go up to here. We can go to our ongoing events. And if we scroll down, we now have the Mologora challenge unlocked. That might have unlocked at level 25. You're going to want to try to get all of this done. These rewards are insane. So push to get all of this stuff done. And once you get all this stuff done, it'll open up another Mologora challenge. But these Mologora challenges, especially the later ones, give insane rewards. So this Potion of Ascension gives you a free 6-star thing. My mouse is hovering over. It makes it to where you can 6-star any character from level 1. You still have to level them, but it 6-stars them, which is super nice. So now that we cleared Hunt 6, the Hunt Expert Challenge has popped up. You are going to pick Wyvern first every time because it's the easiest. Now you're going to want to beat Wyvern Hunt 7 20 times. You're going to get 10 Blazing Rage Catalysts, which you can trade in from your AP exchange, or you can use boxes for them. Either one works, but you just have to get them in any way. So that's why you're farming unrecorded history in the background. You can trade in for 10 of those pretty quickly. And then lastly is acquire 8 Epic Spirit Blooms. So with the Epic Spirit Blooms, you're trying to get to 6-star your characters. That's part of this challenge. So once you get those, it'll give you a free cigarette and 6 Daydream Jokers. So with the Daydream Jokers, you're going to lock one, you're going to feed the other 5 into it. I will, when I get back with the later part of the guide today, I'm going to show that. So I was going to show the most efficient way to 6-star characters, but I will go over the math of it later and show you guys once I have the Stigma open. But for right now, just focus on farming unrecorded history in the background. You can do Automaton Tower whenever you have it unlocked, but you unlock it by getting to stage 2-23 or whatever in adventures. So the main thing you should be focusing on today is clearing as much of story as you can and then going back and doing. So I'm on 2-1, you get it once you get here, I guess. So do Automaton Tower once you get that just for the rewards. So be clearing that as far as possible, and then also be working on this. So do all that. So when I come back, you should have a 6-star Tieria. This gear should be put on your Spectre Tibria and leveled up. You should have Automaton Tower done. You should have Abyss done for the day. And then you should have, that's basically it. Just do all of that. I think those are the main points. And then once you have all that, you're going to be good to go into the next video. But like I said, the more you farm this, the more you'll be able to do. But whenever urgent missions pop up, you can click this and you click go and go do that urgent mission every time you see them as you're farming other things. In terms of your stamina, like I said in the previous videos, as you're getting stamina, save it in here. So all of today, you should be able to just be grabbing stamina out when you start running lower, and you should be fine on stamina without doing any refreshes today. Now with your flags, make sure you're burning your flags. You can go in and do, so a week just reset for me so I can get some sky stones. But you should be using your flags. It doesn't matter. You can be doing this, and doing the NPC challenges is going to give you a couple sky stones for each flag you burn. But make sure you're burning your flags. I'm going to talk about burning flags in Arena probably tomorrow, because you'll have some more characters set up so you can actually push a little bit of Arena. You could probably push to Challenger Arena within the first 10 days, and we will be trying to do that. I will show you teams that you can use for it. So that's all I'm going to cover for this part of the guide. This is a checkpoint. Get as far as you can. One thing real quick before I go, as you're farming unrecorded history, it's going to be dropping also, this is trash. Just feed this that you got from Abyss. So as you're farming unrecorded history, it's going to be giving you drops. Feed all of these drops into the gear that you put on your Spectre Tibria and the gear that you put on your Tieria, and that will help you keep your inventory. I would not use your charms for right now. Save all of your charms from this point and just feed the gear that drops in. It's going to burn a lot of gold. So if you are out of gold, you might have to sell a couple of penguins. And but if you can get away with it, just keep feeding that, and you should keep your inventory to a clean spot. But save all your charms, because those charms will be useful for checking gear later. So that is all I'm going to cover for this part. Hopefully you guys are all the same point. If you want to join the Discord, if you need a guild, the guild is giving extra bonus EXP. But lastly, just make sure that your EXP buff is around 120. I think 120, either 90 or 120 is going to be your sweet spot, because looking at this, you get 30% battle EXP here, you get 10% from the guild, so that's 40, and you get 50% from here, that's 90, and then 30% from blessing and knowledge, so the new player is 30. So you should have around either 90 or 120 because this is a bonus. So you should be around 90, I think. But if you have 120, perfect. If you're watching it today, you'll have 120. But in the future, 90 is a fine spot to be. Okay, that is all I have. I hope you guys are making good progress. If you have anything you want me to cover, comment it down below. If there's anything I've missed out on that you have some questions on, comment it so I could cover it in the next video. But I will see you all in the next part of the video where I will be showing the 2 methods for 6-starring your characters. So right now, save all the materials, 6-star your tier, do all that I said, and save all your stigma that you get overflow. All right, see you then.